Morning guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel. It's my third day here in Abu Dhabi. I attended the HSBC Abu Dhabi Golf Championship on the Saturday and Sunday. Massively lucky to see our brand ambassador Lee Westwood claim his 44th professional win in some proper true style as well. The guy played so well over the weekend, it was a joke. I think he dropped 2 shots in total on Saturday and Sunday, made 12 birdies and an eagle to offset that to win, I think, by 2 shots in the end. So first of all, congratulations again Lee, absolutely amazing performance. And speaking of amazing, I'm just your average handicap golfer, and I am going to have an amazing experience today because I'm playing in the media or sponsors golf day on the very same golf course that the guys on the European Tour were playing for the last 4 days. Got a funny feeling it's going to beat the crap out of me. I've not hit a golf ball in 2 months. The greens are going to be wicked fast. I'll show you guys what it's like to play a European Tour golf course as I make my way around. I'll explain the format in a bit as well, but yeah, this is going to be fun. Right guys, the stars have aligned and I've been paired with... Look who?
How did that even happen?
I don't know, I might have asked for a favour, maybe.
What, so they end up putting you with me?
Yeah. No, I asked them not to put me with you. No, so today's format, I'm joined by James, playing with a couple of guys. This is the sponsors golf day. It's a tour shambles. I don't know if you guys have ever played this, but essentially we pick the best drive out of the 4 and everyone plays their own ball from there. And the good news for me is that the worst score you can record on each hole is a net par. So we're already 2 holes in, I've already shot at worst 8 over par. So I'm quite proud with that result on a course like this.
I can't shoot over par.
Yeah, you've just shot level, well done, congratulations.
Rory Anderson on the tee at 18.
That's right, last time I hit driver it went off the planet right.
But
fairly large body of water.
If you go far enough right, there is land.
I've been known to go that far right.
Channel your inner Westwood. Nice. Oh, it has, ladies and gents. That's too well. That's probably pitching bunker, I would think. No, that is a perfect shot. Perfect. Great shot.
I'll take it.
That's got to give you confidence moving into next week.
Oh, Rory, you've got that. Yeah. 280 off the deck. It's right in my wheelhouse, that. Ah, the pitch in the bunker.
Again, it's such a great effort.
If that flies the bunker though, that could chase. Ah, I'll take it. So guys, here on the 18th Abu Dhabi National, and it's worth noting that while I'm playing the course the day after the Abu Dhabi HSBC Golf Championships, we are playing off forward tees. So the total yardage of the course that the guys were playing yesterday was about 7,300, something like that. We've knocked the course down to the green tees, so it's about 6,007. However, some of the tees, just like the one on 18 here, are the ones that the guys were playing off. And just to put a bit of context into this, we've taken James Robinson's drive, so we're playing that format where we pick the best drive and he hit the best one, to be fair to him. And then you play your own ball from there, and I've absolutely nutted a 3-wood. I can't hit it any better than that. Bang on line, pitched in the bunker short, which just goes to show these guys with their added distance. I mean, they've got such an advantage where these guys were knocking it on this green like it wasn't even a thought. It was just, yep, green light, let's go. And clearly, I can't get there. So I'm not sure where my ball ended up, but I'm hoping I'll be able to make par. I could actually bounce through the bunker. You see actually my pitch mark in the bunker is about there. So I nearly flew it actually. I was almost long enough to get there, so maybe I'll take it all back. Maybe I'm as long as these boys. I'm not. That is not good. So, while the rough on this course doesn't look overly aggressive, that was actually quite sticky, and I've underplayed that by a hell of a lot. That will take some getting used to. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Grandstands, Falcon Clubhouse, 18th Abu Dhabi National. 2 putts for a par. So that was about a 50-foot putt up a massive slope, and you probably noticed I didn't have to hit it that hard. So that's one of the things you get straight away after a tour event. The greens are slick and they are seriously pure as well. Absolutely amazing conditioning. Great ball. Bit up the left, but pretty good. They're going to reach the bunkers?
Yeah.
Yep. Okie doke. Right guys, so on the first tee, parred the 18th after taking, again, like I said, James's drive. I reckon I was nearly getting there with that through, you know, a couple more yards and up rolling up into the middle of the green and 2-putting for birdie, but I'll take part all day long.
I like this one.
So yeah, I was watching people like Tommy Fleetwood, Sergio Garcia, Lee Westwood, etc, all teeing off from here over the last couple of days, and I think it's safe to say that the tee shot I just hit wasn't quite of the same quality. Lovely strike, bit up the right but middle of the greenish. Yeah, good shot. Very good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And I suppose this is one of the things that separates golf from other sports. Obviously it's a special experience for me to be able to come and play the course the day after a Rolex Series event on the European Tour. But if you think about it, when you compare it to, let's say, football, where you can't exactly rock up to Wembley with your mates and have a kick around, we as golfers are in a lucky position where we can come and play courses that are kind of golfing idols. The best players in the world all play in the biggest events. So while my score certainly isn't anywhere near what those guys would be shooting, I can follow in the footsteps of people like Mr. Westwood and enjoy courses just like this one. Right guys, as you can see, just a little bit long and left of the green. I hit that fairly clean with that 7-iron. So the question is, can I learn from the last chip shot I hit on the 18th? Played a shotgun start this morning, so the course is all a bit of a mixed up order. So playing the first right now, that chip shot I hit on 18 wasn't badly struck. I just wasn't ready for the stickiness of this rough. So can I learn and get this one a little bit closer?
He's found himself another nice lie.
Gorgeous lie, isn't it?
You what, mate? I think I fancy you for this.
He hasn't, has he? He hasn't. Oh. Quick.
You know we said this is a birdie opportunity?
Yeah.
It's not.
No. There's a lot of movement and downhill towards the hole. This is going to be quick.
Is that uphill then downhill?
Yeah. So let's make it this one is the low. That looks good though. Not another one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to have to move my camera.
Should have had the flag out, that was it.
I could 3-putt from here. It's alright, I've already got the net par anyway, haven't I?
Yeah. Right. We joked about 3-putting, but we didn't mean it.
Yeah, well done. Well played. So guys, I actually hit that chip shot pretty much as well as I could have done, I think, and it still ran out to about 5 or 6 feet. So it goes to show if you get above the hole when course is set up in this kind of European Tour condition, it can be very tricky indeed. So 7-iron to blame, chip was good, putt not so much. So going back to, as golfers, being lucky enough to be able to follow in the footsteps of our favourite players, our golfing heroes if you like, play the same championship golf courses that they play at the world's best events, I thought to myself, may as well talk about European Tour golf courses that I've played and potentially ones that you guys could play too if you booked a holiday through Your Golf Travel. So I guess the obvious question is, have you guys played golf at a European Tour venue? If so, pop some comments down below, let me know which ones. How many have you played? Is it just one? Is it a bunch? Because we do have pretty ready access to some of the world's best golf courses which have featured on the European Tour. Right James, 7th tee, this is I think what's known as a spectacular par 3.
Ridiculous, doesn't it?
That bunker in front of the green is staring at me.
180 yards-ish?
Yep, 176 downwind. An absolutely spectacular hole. And that's straight down it.
Yeah.
Go in. Not a one, but it's a proper shot. That is such a good shot. Great shots. Crowd going wild again.
Yeah. It's a great strike.
Because I'm playing from 2 feet anyway.
Net par.
So I'm going to go straight in with Abu Dhabi National as one of my favourite European Tour courses that I've played. Not quite done all 18 holes yet. We're about 12 or 13 holes into the round, but I have to say, the conditioning, obviously the day after a Rolex Series event on the European Tour, is absolutely immaculate, but I'd imagine it's probably quite like this throughout much of the year. The layout is fantastic. Some of the most pretty holes on the course are around kind of like the 6th and 7th, that kind of area. And yeah, I mean, the weather's fantastic. The clubhouse is ridiculous. I'm obviously going to show you guys a bit more of the course as we make our way around, but this course, obviously I'm very lucky to experience it the day after the European Tour event, but you guys can play this course pretty much straight after the European Tour event as well, because if you come out to Abu Dhabi and come to the European Tour event via Your Golf Travel, we can package this course up with the likes of the Yas Links and Saadiyat Beach, make sure that you guys are playing this amazing layout pretty much straight after one of the best events on the European Tour. So sticking with a Rolex Series theme, going over to Turkey now, and now there's 2 golf courses out there which have kind of shared responsibility in terms of hosting the Turkish Airlines Open over the last few years. You've got Carrier, which is attached to the Regnum Hotel, which is one of the most ridiculous hotels in the world, by the way. You've also got the Montgomery course, which again is attached to the Max Royale Hotel, again like Regnum, just crazy good hotel. And to be honest with you, it's so hard to choose between those 2 courses in terms of which one I prefer, because they're just both top class courses, as are most of the courses out in Belek in Turkey. It's very much standard quality across the board out there, and those are 2 of the best ones. But if someone put a gun to my head and I had to choose between those 2, I'd probably go Monty. Maybe that's because I've played 18 holes on both in daylight, but I've also played 9 holes on the Monty course at night golf as well, which is a hell of a lot of fun.
So after another incredibly unfortunate bounce, we found ourselves down the right, 197, and it needs 100 yards slice. Seve-esque. Oh my god.
Wow. What it out. That is such a good shot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's such a good shot.
If I don't say so myself, I'm so good at this game. James, how much of Westwood did you catch on the course over the weekend?
To be fair, mate, I caught him quite a lot. Obviously, being local to me as well. Nearly fell over then. being local to me as well, Sheffield boy. Anytime you see someone like that doing well, obviously Fitzpatrick was doing well too. Always like to follow them around, like to follow Willet when he's out there as well. Just think it adds a little bit to it when they're fairly local from where you're from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you catch him in this corner of the course at all?
I didn't, mate, no.
Because I obviously followed him basically both days. And I'm going to throw a statement out there.
Okay.
I'm going to say momentum shifts are obviously a big part of golf. He won the tournament in this corner of the course. So both days I followed him on 11, which is just over here.
Yeah.
He basically flubbed a chip on Saturday and then holed a 15-footer for par.
Yeah.
He saw himself give him a little fist bump and then he stiffed it here, made a 2.
Funny you should say about that.
And then Sunday, he made another great up and down out of the bunker on 11. Again, a very difficult par.
So what you're saying is basically...
And then made a birdie here as well, so...
Because good golfers don't hit 2 bad shots in a row, do they?
Yeah. But yeah, he momentum shift wise, he went from looking like dropping shots in 11 both days to birdieing 12 straight away, and then...
It's 12, isn't it?
Yeah. So speaking of birdieing 12...
Exactly. You had a birdie yet today, Rory?
Not a real one. Not even a fake one, actually. Middle of the green. Oh!
Perfect club.
Told you needed 9 iron.
Perfect club. In high. It's 127. So Rory's got a 4 iron.
Yeah.
Go for the skimmer off the water down there.
Well, if we had time, that would be a fun video, wouldn't it? But we're being chased a little bit.
Yeah.
Considering the gif I've just been giving you about needing to hit 9, this is probably going in the water.
Just make sure you strike it well, mate, that's all. Nothing hard.
I never miss strike shots.
I mean, he struck it well.
That snap hook with a wedge.
It is, mate. You know what though, your shirt looks good.
So for something a little bit closer to home, I'm going to jump over to Ireland now, and I think, yeah, we're sticking with the Rolex Series theme again. The Irish Open on the European Tour has been hosted on a fair few of Ireland's best golf courses, but there's 2 in particular in my mind which I've played, which again, it's hard to choose between them. You've got Druids Glen, which has hosted it quite a few times, one of my all-time favourite courses, potentially the best set of par 3s of any course on the planet that I've played. And you've also got the K Club, again. Oh, it's so good, and it's so hard to choose between the K Club and Druids Glen. If I was going to recommend wholeheartedly one of those venues for anyone to go for like a 1 night, 2 round kind of thing in and around Dublin, I think my heart's saying Druids Glen. Got to be honest with you. Either way, you're going to get some tremendous value for money on those golf courses. Both are very different in character. Both usually kept in absolutely immaculate condition. The K Club obviously has a bit more recent history, with like Rory McIlroy winning the Irish Open there. But yeah, Druids Glen, K Club. Anyone going for a weekend break at Druids Glen is going to have the time of their lives. And you can also go out in Dublin, which is always a bonus because I've had a fair few fun nights out in that city. Right, James, I was standing here yesterday and Saturday watching these guys.
Well, you were standing...
Yeah, 70 yards further back.
Yeah.
They're bombing it over the corner from there. So we're taking a similar approach from here. What you got?
A lot.
Oh yes, that actually could be perfect, couldn't it?
Hoping so. Par.
So for anyone not understanding that little reference, basically we've got another little thing in the format today called Par is Your Friend. And I think that's basically to keep pace of play up in corporate / media days like this. sometimes rounds can really drag because you've got kind of refreshments on the course, lots of different challenges and stuff like that. So trying to speed up play as much as possible. So the worst score you can get today, as I said earlier in the video, is a net par. So James whacking one into the hazard. He's coming to play from my ball anyway, and no matter what he does from here, par's going on the card.
That's like 2 now.
It's 3 actually, but
sure.
Yeah, 2 in the fairway. The other one was in the rough.
Yeah.
And I made a real life par a minute ago as well.
A real life par?
Yeah, a real life par.
Well done, mate.
Took me 9 holes to do it, but... So on Saturday's round, we were just talking about the advantage these guys have, people like Lee, in terms of the distance they hit the ball. He hit, I think it was driver hybrid, wasn't it? It might have been a fairway wood.
Gale force wind today, mate. Can you hear it?
They hit driver hybrid into here to about a foot and made eagle. And I've ripped that for me off tees.
We can't get there.
Yeah, off tees 70 yards further forward than them, and we're struggling to get there. Well, we're probably not.
So I'm going to aim up the left side and just try and leave myself like a flick in.
Good strike. Yeah, I mean it's rough, but opening the green up a little bit from over there.
It's a long way short though, isn't it? There's no way we're getting there.
And that's, yeah, like I said, they're teeing off from so far further behind us.
Only 30.
30 plus 40 plus. How inferior does that make you feel?
Not really, mate. I quite enjoy it. I am what I am. It's not like we're playing for money, is it?
Yeah, exactly. So a bit more context. James is just behind me, having kind of buttoned a 3-wood. I've ripped 2-iron, got lucky and ran through the bunker. But I've still got 60 or 70 yards in, and just like I said, goes to show you, these guys are knocking it on this green without even thinking twice about it, from a tee that's miles back from where we were playing. So people saying distance doesn't help. Obviously their skill set is about way more than just distance, but it helps, trust me.
Right, Rory, shall I go?
I think, considering the amount of contributions we've had to the team so far, it's probably your honour technically.
Okay.
But have you been holding back on me today, or?
Oh mate, get ready.
9th hole, Abu Dhabi National, Falcon Clubhouse.
Going over the Falcon.
Okay. So you're hitting this to Yaz Links though? Yeah. Lovely. To be fair, that was a nice forward flight.
6.
I'm going to say, for the purposes of my channel...
It's missed the fairway!
I was about to say, for the purposes of my channel, it doesn't have to hit the fairway, because otherwise this would be a pointless...
I absolutely nailed that.
Yeah, that was such a nice forward flight. I've been swinging at about 60% so far today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's up it to 65 then, yeah?
Yeah. That water on the right is staring me down.
All right!
Right guys, all done here at Abu Dhabi National. Just before I head into the clubhouse for a bit of lunch and then checking into the Westin hotel, which is right on site here, very convenient setup. I'm going to jump over to Spain for another European Tour course, which I've absolutely loved when I've played it in years gone by. First played it on the Greatest 18 Tour with Crossfield, Lockie and my colleague Oliver, and unlike the likes of K Club, Druids Glen, arguably Turkey, this is a bit more on the high end in terms of price, and it's Finca Courtesan in Spain. One of the most unbelievable golf courses I've played, very difficult, especially off the back tees where I've played it in the past. We actually filmed the Christmas special there as well with Dan Hendrickson, obviously Crossfield, and Lockie again. So, I mean, if you're heading to Spain and you've got money to burn, Finca Courtesan is definitely one you want to be looking out for. They hosted the Volvo World Match Play, I believe. Can't remember who actually won it when they were there. I think it might have been Poulter, so let me know in the comment section if I'm right or wrong on that. But yeah, what an unbelievable golf course that is. The clubhouse as well is a joke. Just an amazing place to stay and play if you've got the wedge for it. Right guys, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot to film an outro to this video while I was in Abu Dhabi, so as you can tell, I'm back in the UK. I'm actually down at my parents' place in Devon. Got a fire on, I'm a bit under the weather, and I'm missing Abu Dhabi. But yeah, playing a European Tour golf course the day after a marquee event like the Rolex Series HSBC Abu Dhabi Championships was held there. What fun, having the grandstands up, playing from some of the same tees as the guy like Westy and people like that were playing from during the tournament, as well as a lot of tees a bit further forward to make the course more manageable. But as you can imagine, conditioning of the course was absolutely amazing. Being able to play the course so soon after watching people like Westwood playing during the tournament, seeing where they were hitting their shots versus seeing where we were hitting ours, especially when we were playing off the same tees, was really good to give some context to just how good those guys are. It was also really good fun to meet James Robinson, play a few holes with him. Hopefully we'll get a chance to film some stuff in the future or moving forward. If any of you guys have any interest at all in terms of heading out towards an amazing destination like Abu Dhabi for a tournament break, taking in a European Tour event and mixing that up with some golf on your own, on the other courses out there, for example, like Saadiyat Beach and Yas Island, of which I both played, and there's more action coming up from both of those courses very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't miss out on those courses because they are absolute bangers, especially Saadiyat Beach, which I was mega impressed with. As usual, if you guys have any questions for me about any of these videos, attending an event, playing a course like Abu Dhabi, just about Abu Dhabi in general as a destination, make sure you pop some comments down below. Email me at raymondo@yourgolftravel.com if you want to learn more about this amazing place. And yeah, as I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel because yeah, there's some pretty epic golf courses coming up very, very soon, including more action from Abu Dhabi and various destinations like Turkey, Portugal, etc, etc. See you guys soon.